Hey guys, and welcome to my video. So today it's about Warlock third Spec. So let's check this class. It's actually very fun. I liked it. It's really good, and I think it's overpowered and PvE and PvP from what I saw. So let's take a look for its skills. So simply, without wasting any time, first skill is your block. It have some skills you can do after this. So you have your if this one is doing the knockback like always. You have your C, that's a stun skill that wasn't here before. So if you use one, then C, this one is the stun, and for sure you will get something for fly combo on your 2, but I will show you this later. Okay, there is something else. If you do this on river stance like this, so your 1 is changing like this. If you use it, you have a skill with your 2, make you go behind the enemy and do this damage. So for our 2, it will give you siphon effect, do damage, and decrease cooldown of undercut, which is your V skill. This skill one of your highest DPS skill, maybe the highest one, and it have 2 forms. We'll go talk about it later. So let's focus on this 2. This skill. Okay, for 3 blood tears, just doing damage and press defense and parry skills. This skill do damage over 5 times away from they didn't mention anything. Okay, you have your 4. For sure, normally on any warlock you have 4 like Dragon Crawl or Dragon Helix. Here it's different. It's a skill which you go to the river stance and you can do 3 hits with another skill like what you will see. So here, and you read the skill, so the river 1, 2, 3. So you can use it up to 3 times before it go for cooldown. For your that, it's like any warlock, just a resist skill, but it's looking different. As you can see here, your H still not down. Your C and V, you can't use them without going to river stance first. So if I will use tab like this is your C. It's doing some damage, absorb damage as HP, increase river stance for a lot of time, for 36, and give you 60% movement speed, press defense and parry, and for sure the movement speed for 6 seconds. Okay, and you have here undercut. It's still doing a lot of damage, resist status effect, and it's not just this, it trigger 10% attack power, 20% critical damage for 15 seconds, so it's a lot of time. Reduce river stance cooldown by 18 seconds. We'll talk about river to tell you about this. Okay, extend the siphon effect that you got before by 8 seconds up to 15 seconds as max. Successful hit trigger this note effect for 10 seconds. You have 3% attack power, 3% critical rate. You will get through this for 3 seconds after hit or upon hit. Inflict this note effect. This switch effect and facility field cannot be started. Okay, so all of this from this V. So it's a really cute skill. Okay, for your right click is this one. You have your left click is this one. It's a bit slower, like in cooldown. So maybe you spam 2 from here and 1 from here, like this. And you have your F. This is chill. Okay, so begin to talk about river. River for sure with your tab. This river is the stance. You can do real damage on it. You can do it for with your tab. That's one way. Your 4, that's another way. The point is, when you use your river with your tab, you will get the stance duration for just 30 seconds. Your maximum is 77 seconds. You can't do more than this. Some skills give you more seconds, so your river take a long time. Some skills like this one on your V undercut will take some from your time. Okay, so what you need is always to be on this stance as long as you can. If you go down, so expect your DPS will go down for sure with it. Okay, so using tab now, you will have some skills will change with this, like your one, like I said before. That happen if you didn't do anything. So if you use here your skill, your skills will show. Your H's will be different. Your 1 and 2 you will have it. Okay, and you will have here soul burn, or they call it here soul rift, but that's your normal soul burn, and you will have it for 30 seconds like I said. So your skills will change all of this, and this skill you saw before, like a continuous skill, like I had before when I use it, I have like now 10 seconds. Okay, when I use it now, it will be 7, 6 until it finish. So Reaper will be on cooldown and you can't use it after this, like you can see. So if it's that will happen, I will have to use my 4 to go to Reaper stance again, and things will be fine. So don't worry, you can stand on this for a long time and you have no problem with this. Okay, when you use Reaper, you also will have your Q and you have your E. So your Q is dashing and your E is copy the last skill from the SS and Q. So I can use E again and I will dash like before. Okay, let's see this again. So if I will use my E and SS, I will have E doing SS also, like this. So it's a tricky skill, you can use it as you want. Okay, for blind combo, if I will press 1 C, then 2, then 2, then 2 again, like this. That's your normal fly combo for sure. You can use some damage on this, like doing this, then this, doing damage here, doing some damage here, and end with your knockdown skill on your 2. Okay, so for your soul burn, because I forgot it, it gives 3 skills more damage for the awakened form from them. So make sure to make a good use of this. Okay, so that's for the skills. For sure your ultimates, nothing different between them, or nothing different happened to them. Okay, let's check skills. Maybe I forgot something or anything. So down here ripple is like if you can use it to push your enemy. It's like this one, but in reverse stance. So if I go to reverse stance, I can use it like this. Dark right, this skill, it's instantly reset reverse stance cooldown available during positions cooldown. If your 4 is in cooldown and you don't have Reaver, this skill will show, so you can use it to go to Reaver stance again. Okay, so it's rare to happen, so I can't show you this skill. Okay, for the passives, this dealer, it gives you 5% critical rate and 10% critical damage during the Reaver effect. Critical hit take 2% of HP damage during the Reaver effect. Okay, so this passive simply is with Reaver. So use Reaver stance to get the passive and nothing more about it. For this one, it enhances Siphon and Soul Burn or Soul Flare. Soul Flare or Soul Burn, they both the same, just for Warden and Warlock. It gives 10% damage reduction during Siphon and use a different size with Undercut, Soul Reaver, and Rip during Soul Flare. So let's check this. Normally, if I will use this skill, that's the looking of the Reaver, or sorry, the size. Okay, if I use Soul Burner like this, that's the looking. It's a dark one, like what you can see. Okay, so that's the difference on the passive. For sure, that's doing a lot of damage more. than before. Okay, if I will say I will do some damage with this, so I will go solve player and use this, and we'll give it a try. For sure, I'm still not sure about the rotation, so I will make this for a later video when I make my DPS video. That's the basics normally. Okay, let's take a look for the talents. So first talent, this one is just for your F and your left click. Further decrease soul reaver cooldown. That will make your soul reaver cooldown is going down. Second one, dark sky reaver and touchdown deal increase PvP damage. Decrease their cooldowns also. Okay, so this one will do more damage, this one will do more damage, this one more damage. This 3 skills for the flying combo, so it's PvP fit for sure. Use it for battleground, use it for normal PvP on arena. It's whatever you want. Okay, third one, change uppercut to undercut to do daze and increase the cooldown of undercut. For sure, undercut is your V, so use this and do daze. For sure, this still normally is doing a lot of damage, and for sure when they add an effect for it, so they have to decrease the cooldown. Okay, for here, this is doing for Q, this spits all of this. So here ghost water, for sure here first it may make you do the normal Q. There is this one. Okay, so second one, ghost hunter, will make you use Q 2 times. So for sure use it for PvE or PvP, that's something about you. Third one, it will do a lot of things. First, let's change your Q to Grave Walker and replace Size Rush, the one with your 2 on River, to Size Step, and made the skill is available. Okay, this skill is your LMB, target on knockdown or stunned or daze on River stance. If you have anything like this, the skill will show, so you can use it. Okay, for Grave Water, it's your Q, inflict daze for 3 seconds, move 16 meters forward, increase river stance duration by 6 seconds. For sure, your maximum is 77, like always, and do 10% HP recovery on hit. Okay, Size Step is your 2, you will go behind your enemy and stun. That's the difference here. Give you movement speed, decrease river stance duration by 12 seconds. So this skill, if you will use it, can go against you. Increase river stance, that's for what is this? Increase river stance by 6 seconds. And the decrease river stance by 12 seconds. What the fuck is this? Okay, like I see nothing. So let me show you. Okay, for this Q, it's doing this as you go through him, like this. 1 then 2, and that's the LMB. Make you go with him all this way. Show you this again. So if I stun 1 then 2, that will stun, then LMB, make me take him like this. For sure I can use it on any CC, so if I will do it like this, nothing will happen actually. Like this, even in knockdown I can use it. Okay, so that's for this skill, or this Spec. Okay, so 3-1, that's for your C skill. Your C doing more damage, increase river stance duration by 36 seconds. So this skill is important to make you stand on the river stance. Give you movement speed for 6 seconds, press defense and parry skills. We know it already, so I don't need to mention it. Here, replace your C with this C. Okay, this C is doing damage. Party member will deal 30% damage for 6 seconds. Party member immune to stun, daze, knockdown, knockback, almost all CCs. Party member receive plus 600 debuff damage for 6 seconds, and they still have 2 spins. The first spin of Size Storm pull enemy within 8-meter range. Second spin of Size Storm sends the stunned target to airborne. Okay, so if I will show you this, sadly I can't pull, but I can show you still like this. So simply you can use this to do your fly combo like this, and do your damage normally, and do all the fly combo. For sure it's a PvP spec. Okay, for the third one, change reap for the skill. Wandering Strike, doing the damage, doing the daze. Party member receive shield. Effective for to 25% of maximum HP for 12 seconds. That's a lot for sure. Party member receive 60% damage reduction while under shield. So it's for sure it's a spec to make you take more damage. Will be good for sure for PvP on battleground, especially for one-on-one. I think it's working normally for you, or not think it's working for you. So let's see. This skill, it's doing damage here, and you will have this shield, as you can see. Okay, so next we have this. Change this vial effect. This vial is your ZAT, for sure the resist skill. Second one, it's for your RMB and LMB. It gives you a new skill called Night Terror and Soul Saver. These two skills for RMB make you move behind the enemy by 10 meters, do some damage. Turn off target, so he can't target you. For sure it's a PvP skill. You can't target him with any skill target. You can for sure do any untargeted skill, that's something else. But target, you can't target him. Not sure for how many seconds, because they didn't say. That's something stupid from them. For LMB, it do stun. Move to the enemy and doing this damage. Increase river stance by 6 seconds. And for sure you know how much. Yeah. So doing this, then use your one. You can do this RMB, then you can use this LMB and do a lot of changes. Will trigger parry for 0.5 seconds. Change the skill to cooldown to be 30 seconds. What is this? Your stun. And here parry attack. Here parry attack also. Here your X will down or down for 3 seconds. The change on cooldown, and I think the area. Okay, for your F, launch a stunned enemy, not doing the knockback. It's can launch them to the air. Same for this one. So if I will say I will stun like this, I can use this to make an air combo normally. If I will use Reaver, use 1 C, then use your F, you can do it also, and since doing normally. Okay, so for this spec, for sure that's a soul flare. You can use the soul flare here. Second one, you will do time distortion. Don't need to mention the time distortion, but actually I want to see how it look. That's a time distortion. Okay, once something about time distortion or whatever it called here. Reset cooldown within the area effect. For sure it reset almost any, not almost, it reset all skills or made it go down on cooldown. It's triggers 3 times over 5 seconds. Reset cooldown for all skills per effect. Okay, first effect, like you saw, there is a 3 circles happens. First effect for party members within 50 meter range. Second and the third for 8 meters. So it's better to be next to the Warlock when use time distortion. Okay, increase river stance duration by 40 seconds and up to what you know. So that's the time distortion. For this one, it's actually a soul burn for PvP. It's doing this light soul burn also. Soul Gate is doing the for the soul burn. It's doing the damage. Apply soul flare effect on individual for 15 seconds. Resist 3 times for 5 seconds. Create nether realm zone for 8 seconds. the first hit doing the stun for enemy for 2 seconds, and when the within range for soul flare received 70% damage reduction. Within range, soul flare resist stun, daze, knock down, knock back, almost all CC. Increase river duration by 6 seconds per second while within range. For sure, you know the duration maximum. Trigger safe on effect for 15 seconds. Not available during soul burn or soul flare because it's the same skill but on another way. Okay, so that's the skill. Give you this, give you white wings, and where is the dates? Redo this circle and give these dates like what you can see. For sure it's looking good. And your skills or your size is on white this time, not on black like what it was before. Okay, so that's for them. Okay, so for specs, as I can see, if you will play PvP or sorry PvE, you will play with the first 5. I don't see any change on them by anything. If you will play for PvP, so this one can do if you will play on fly combo. This one can do if you play on this one on days. If you need more CC. So if I will say I will play with this one. For here, actually this one is good for streaming, but maybe I will prefer this one, as you have here LMB can drain and go with your target, all of these things. And this one will do days, and this skill will make you go behind the enemy and the stun, so you have days and the stun. So basically a lot of good things. For here, this one is defensive more, this one is more aggressive, so maybe I will prefer this one. For me, sometimes I will prefer this one if I know the enemy have so much damage or I can't find him so easy, so maybe I will go for this one. Okay, here these two skills actually is doing good, as I can go behind and do stun. It's good. For sure here, that's the normal way playing. So you can go for this or this. It's about your playing style. Maybe I will do this for something new. And here you want to play with time distortion or play with this soul burn. That's up to you. If I will play more aggressive, I will go for this one. If I will play more like I need my skills again, so I can do my fly combo again and all of this, I will go for time distortion. That will be a lot better for me. Okay, so that's for them. Last thing is your points. I don't have all points, but actually to discover this, we have to check our DPS first. For sure, I don't know the rotation for sure, or can't make sure of this, because I don't have all of my items. But if I will say, I will use my tabs in this, then using this still, use my F. And it's look like doing a lot of damage. For sure I had to use my V on time, and actually I didn't. I have to make sure that my river is doing well, so I am on max time now. I don't have any problems. Even if I will use my V, I will have no problems now. Okay, maybe that's enough. Let's see. So undercut is the highest DPS by far. Soul Reaver, then my F, then Awaken upper undercut, pain. So actually that's what I can see. So undercut and Soul Reaver is most important too. Undercut for sure this one, so I need to put 5 on this. Soul Reaver is your 4, so actually it's normally to give it. And for third skill, actually it's a bit tricky to say. You can put on Awaken undercut. Maybe I wasted one of them, so that's the different. If I didn't waste it, Awaken undercut would be the third one at least. So maybe if I will have more, I will put on Awaken undercut. That will do a lot better for sure. This one is good still also, so maybe you can go for it after this. So don't see anything more than this. Until for sure I do my DPS test video, I can't really say everything because still I don't have my badge for there. I need a better necklace, I need some changes for sure. I need another badge, or I need for something for third spec. So until that happen, nothing I can say about the rotations and all of these things. So let's make it for later. For sure I will make a PvP video and DPS video. That's at least. If you have any other ideas, for sure tell me in the comments. And nothing more to say about it, but for sure I like this character and will begin to do something about the items fast so I can play with it. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you didn't. Like the video if you feel it was good for you and useful. If not, thank you for watching anyway, and see ya in the next video, guys. Bye bye.